So we're really excited to celebrate our 30th annual Cancer Center Gala at the Greenbrier Resort in White Sulphur Springs. And over that period, we've been every year at the Greenbrier except one, so 29 years. We had one event in Morgantown several years ago. And it's a special event for us because it represents a new opportunity to bring other folks across the university to the Greenbrier and celebrate with us. And this year, we're working very closely with the Department of Athletics.
It's an exciting weekend. Part of it is really celebrating longtime friends of the Cancer Center and supporters from the community and the state, and that's probably what I think makes it the most fun. But then we have a really full slate of activities. Some of those will be with our partners from athletics. The football team will be there for a spring practice, and people are excited to see them out and about. One of the things we're most excited about is honoring Coach Huggins, and he certainly is in the category of longtime friend of the Cancer Center. So that'll be a special Friday evening celebration. Saturday we'll have open practices with the football team and a special tailgate. We've got a wonderful chef on tap that'll come and do a cooking demonstration, which has been a favorite for a long time for gala attendees.
The nice thing is with Coach Huggins is that we'll be celebrating that his fund in honor of his mother, Norma Mae Huggins, will exceed the $1 million mark, and that is a significant milestone in that fund, and it's greatly enabling access for cancer clinical trials, not only to our patients here, but providing us with a platform to provide access to patients throughout the state. The Cancer Center has had a legacy of good basic and clinical translational research. And some of the things that I think we can take pride in is some of the work in our laboratories and in our cancer prevention group and other scientists. We've developed a prognostic signature for lung cancer has had a national profile. We have developed a very high program for Bonnie's Bus program for screening patients for breast cancer throughout the state, mobile mammography program that has just grown in stature and has served as a national model for other mobile mammography health programs.
We really design our programs around needs of the state. So we unfortunately have a lot of opportunity there. So we have a breast cancer focused program, a lung cancer focused program, another one around hematopoietic malignancies, which are things like leukemia, lymphoma, and then an additional group that's more basic science, hardcore lab oriented. But every one of those connect to something fundamental in our state that needs attention and improvement. So while we do different things in our day-to-day existence here, really it converges around trying to figure out ways to take better care of patients closer to home. And it's why the Trials Network is particularly exciting as well.
Many cancers are curable if they're caught early, depending on what types of cancers. The majority of cancers are. But many cancers now in their advanced stages with new drugs and new targets, we're beginning to really see some significant changes in outcomes and making some diseases more manageable and more chronic. Doesn't mean that it does mean that cancer still remains a life-threatening illness when it's in its advanced stage, but newer therapies are starting to change the natural history of some of our tumor types. And that's the biggest impact there is that, having access, as Laura said, to clinical trials and the statewide network that we're trying to build. We're able to provide multidisciplinary care. So we're able to support patients and families through all the stages or all the courses of their therapy, all the stages of their illness, I should say. From diagnosis, acceptance, getting started on treatment, getting through the treatment, and then recuperating and recovering from the side effects of the treatment and getting on with their lives. And we work with all sorts of healthcare providers. We're blessed with that. We have surgeons, medical oncologists, radiation oncologists, pathologists, social workers, nurses, physical therapists. It's a very comprehensive team that you have. Many patients can access and have the advantage of taking advantage of their expertise and care.